Hey there, so I am 28 weeks pregnant today, 28 weeks and 1 day, and I'm just back from my appointment with the midwives. Um, I recorded something last week for my 26th and 27th weeks where I said a whole bunch of stuff, and it's really long, and I tried to find some time to edit it, and I just couldn't. So I don't know, I might put it on, I might, might not. We'll see. So I apologize if some of this is potentially repeated. I'm only saying it in case I never published that previous video. So I did get back my results from the pap test, and the results were normal. So I'm very relieved about that. I've really been feeling sort of a lot more relaxed since I've gotten that news. It's very good. Oh, and I started seeing a physiotherapist for my SPD problems. SPD being symphysis pubis disorder. Basically, it's the pelvic pain. She gave me a bunch of exercises to do, and stretch a little bit. We'll see what it does. At this point, I have only gone once, and I'm going again on Friday. We'll see. But yeah, I've started having a lot of pain in the hips when I go to sleep, mostly. Just, rolling over. So I have the pain, in the pelvis, but not pelvic, but pelvis, in general. But now, the hips have decided to join in. Woohoo! I went to an interview for a job downtown. Not the one that I went to last time. I think I went to it at 23 or 24 weeks. That one didn't work out, especially because they wanted somebody from December to July, I think. But I have gone to another interview recently. I have actually gotten an offer. It's coming pretty low, and it was supposed to be for a short contract, but they want me until March 20th, which obviously, me being due February 23rd kind of changes that. So I just, replied and said that I wouldn't be available until the 20th of March, but rather until, X date. And I've also asked for more money, so hopefully hopefully I hear back soon. It is downtown. It is, another thing where I'm going to be commuting for 4 hours a day, including, in that case, it'll be probably about 15 minutes walking each way. So that's a little better than the last place I used to work at. At this point, we're talking about, I'm going to be working there. If I do work there, I'm going to be working there for 9 weeks, so I think I'll be able to, just tolerate it. That being said, I am worried because it's the winter and I'm, growing bigger and bigger, and, with snow and ice and all that stuff, it's going to be, challenging. Not just a walk, but also the fact that most likely, it snows one morning, so the drive will be longer. The train itself is going to be fine, but, driving to the train and then walking to the office. But we'll see. Oh yes, I did the gestational diabetes test. And I do not have gestational diabetes, so it's pretty good. I got that news today, and they tested my urine again last time, and the results were fine as well. One thing that I did find out today, which is another thing that I kind of brushed off and never really had anybody look into, is, I cannot pronounce that word, but basically when your abs separate, something recti, whatever. Anyways, I was I don't know how she ended up talking about that, my midwife, but she's like, have your abs started to separate yet? And I'm like, I started having this little sort of pinch at the top of the belly, and I kind of suspected a little bit that it could be it. And so when she said that, I said, I don't know if I have the separation. So she said, okay, well, when you lie down, I'll look it up. I'm like, yay. So I lied down, and she just had me lift the head up, and you can totally see sort of like the belly goes from looking like this to this, right? Because the stuff sort of bulges out of the separation. So basically that tells me I most likely have had that separation, albeit not as big, but since I gave birth, or since my first pregnancy. So for like 4 years. She when I gave birth, after I gave birth the first time, I had a pretty bad doctor who's not even a doctor anymore. I think a year or two ago she quit being a doctor. That's telling you how good she was. Well, I mean, I don't know. No judging, but I've never really liked her. She was a doctor. She was available. I had the doctor. I went to see her. But, like, she didn't seem confident in what she was saying. You just didn't feel like you could trust her completely. That being said, I asked her to tell me if I had the separation, because I couldn't really tell. I don't know. The way that they explain to you how to look it up on yourself, I just felt like, I should ask a doctor, they'll know for sure. But she said, I don't know, I think you're okay. Anyways, because I've been feeling like I've had this little bulging ball here for the longest time. And every time I go to the doctors, I forget to ask. Literally for the last 4 years, I've forgotten. And now it's like, this is totally what it is. This is just it. So this time around, I'm going to be careful with that. I have started thinking of going the belly bandit way. I don't know. It's expensive. I don't know at this point if I have a job again, or if I'm going to be, without any income for a while. So, spending $90 on something to tie your belly up, excuse me, is kind of, feels a little bit expensive anyways. But, I figured this time around I have a lot of stuff from my first baby, obviously, that we're not going to buy this time around. And long story short is that knowing that I have the separation, it just kind of gives me another sort of good reason to give it a try. And I'm going to have my iron levels checked out again, and my thyroid levels. Actually, I have to call the GP again to ask for that, because apparently the midwives can't get that test. Yeah, so hopefully I'll get that done, and I'll find out, and hopefully everything will be okay. But I do feel like I probably need some iron of some kind, because I've been really sleepy. I mean, I am sleepy, and there's also the fact that I have time to sleep, and sometimes when you sleep too much, you kind of feel like sleeping some more. So I don't know if I'm sort of putting myself into this vicious cycle, or if I legitimately have, low iron or something that would make me extra sleepy. So we'll find out, I guess. Weight-wise, weight. So I've talked all about the symptoms. Now the weight, I am now 33 pounds. Yes, 33 pounds gained. I don't have any records from my first pregnancy between 26 weeks and birth. But at 26 weeks, I was 10 pounds lighter than with the first pregnancy. So I'm kind of hopeful that it means I'm still good and on track. So thank you so much for watching. I hope that all you ladies are feeling well and healthy, and that your pregnancies are progressing very well. And if you want to comment, ask questions, or if you have suggestions, of things that I should mention, please let me know in the comments below. And if you want, you can like the video. And yeah, I guess I will see you next week. Bye. I forgot to do the belly shot, so here it goes. Oh, I guess I can show you the belly itself at this point. Oh boy. Huge! From the front, you can see all my... I don't know if you can see it actually. It's pretty, it's pretty bright, but I have lots and lots of stretch marks from the first pregnancy, and my belly button is kind of popping out. And other side. There we go. Maybe I can do